Hello, and welcome, and Happy New Year, everybody. It's me, Marls44, and welcome to 2018. Before we start off, I just want to say 2017 was an amazing year for me. It was a year of friends, growing, expanding, doing different things on YouTube, and figuring out what exactly I want to do, and really sticking to somewhat of a schedule that I made for myself. You can't be too picky with it, but you gotta make some kind of schedule and have some kind of idea in your head, and it went really well for me for most of 2017. I know with YouTube, near the end, I was a little slow on quite a few things, and sometimes I'd upload quite a few videos, and sometimes you wouldn't see anything from me for like a week or two, and then I'd upload a bunch again. That was just because I had a lot of work to do, like with work in general, and I was trying to figure out some other stuff in a way and try to like finalize some things that I was figuring out throughout the year with my YouTube channel, and just some other stuff like motivation, stuff like that. That took a toll on me for a little bit at one point in September. But after all that, I know pretty much exactly what I want to do. The only thing I'm struggling a little bit with is the Let's Plays right now, but I've pretty much figured all of that out except for one thing with some of my Let's Plays that we can get to later when I'll talk about all this, and maybe you guys can give me suggestions and ideas and such. But yeah, 2017 was just huge for me. An amazing year, and I hope 2018 will be really good too. It doesn't have to be as amazing as 2017, I just hope it'll be really good. So speaking of 2018, I got an update video here for you. So the trend with me is, you know, after every year, once I figure tons of stuff out, I adjust myself and make an update video for my schedule and everything else, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I think it works out best for me to take that whole year and play with everything that I decided at the beginning of the year and see where I end up, see how I feel, and then decide for the next year what I'm doing. It seems to work very well. It worked very well for this, because now I figured out so much with that with YouTube, and I'm just gonna continue doing updates like that. So just yearly updates. I mean, if there's any important updates, they'll obviously be thrown out, but it's usually gonna just be a yearly one, and you know, you'll hear random tiny things about, oh, here's where I've been or something in my videos. That stuff is different. Okay, so first off, I want to start off with the upload schedule. So I know I was being really specific with the upload schedule last year when I made it, and I think it was good that I was very specific, just because I needed to learn the lesson of not to be that specific, because it is almost impossible to keep up a crazy specific, only these videos can be uploaded on these days kind of thing. That's what I was doing to myself. So yeah, I learned not to do that within the last few months, and I decided, okay, no, none of that. If you can't do that, upload it the other day and upload the video that you already have ready for this day, or that's a little easier to edit for this day, because maybe I'm in a rush, right? So for my upload schedule, I'm going to try to upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. If any of those days don't work out, I can still upload on like a Tuesday or Thursday. I usually never upload on Sundays, so don't expect an upload on Sundays at all, but Tuesdays and Thursdays are the backup days if one of the others don't work. But yes, I am going to stick to the Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays that I kind of gave myself last year. I find it works out really well. It spreads it out nicely and makes it a little easier and gives me more time for recording and editing and such. So for the type of things I'm going to be uploading every week, 1 or 2 days a week I'll be uploading my Let's Plays, which, you know, are mostly Pokemon Let's Plays. I obviously will do, you know, some other games here and there, but it's mostly going to be Pokemon, my standard Let's Plays. And then all the Legend of Zelda stuff, which includes the Zelda Let's Plays and other Zelda stuff. Both of those things will either get 1 upload a week or 2 uploads a week. Now, for Pokemon Showdown battles and Brosticuffs, they'll be uploaded 1 day a week, but sometimes only one of them will be uploaded, and sometimes both of them will be uploaded. There is the rare occasion that I might upload 2 Pokemon Showdown battles in a week, because I might not have a Brosticuffs and I might not have something else, and I just need some content for my channel, and Showdown is very reliable for that, and I love playing Showdown. And then any of my other types of videos, they happen once in a while, so they're not uploaded that often. I'm just going to be focusing on these 4 things that I listed. Those are my main focuses. That is part of what I learned at the end of last year, was I really need to just sit down and focus on a few things. I can have all this other stuff once in a while, that's perfectly fine because I love it and I still want to do those things, but I really need to thin it out and focus on the few things that I love doing the most for my channel. If you'd like to look at it yourself, you can go to my About section on my channel though, and it has all this stuff listed there, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about there. But just to recap, 1 or 2 days a week we have Let's Plays and Legend of Zelda, and then 1 day a week we have Pokemon Showdown battles and or Brosticuffs. And then everything else is once in a while, so really narrowed my focus down, really happy about it. Alright, so that's all for the upload schedule, but now I'd like to go a little deeper into a couple of the series. So first let's dive into Heart Gold and Silver and what's going on with that before I get any opinions on the other Let's Plays. So I haven't uploaded a Heart Gold and Silver episode in a while, and you're probably wondering what's going on and everything. It's still going on, it's still active. I love the Let's Play, I don't want to quit it. I will not quit it. But my cousin has been extremely busy, and I'm hoping eventually it'll calm down for him and we'll be able to record a bunch again. But it does make me worry about all the other Pokemon Let's Plays. I do want to do the rest of the Pokemon games and all that with him, and I love doing it with him. I love doing the Pokemon games with him. We both grew up with Pokemon, we both love Pokemon. We're also very competitive with each other in game and competitive wise. We'll have to figure that out ourselves, of course, me and him, but yeah, Pokemon Heart Gold and Silver is still ongoing. I hope to record more soon. Okay, so now that you guys know about that, let's move on to what I really wanted to talk about. It's about my other Let's Plays, mainly Wind Waker HD, and what comes next. So I'm sure you've noticed, but in Wind Waker HD, I got my buddy Scourgeblade to join me throughout the whole Let's Play now, because I like doing Let's Plays with other people more. Ever since I started doing the thing with Mystery Dungeon, I've found it harder to do Let's Plays by myself, harder than usual. And with Heart Gold and Silver, it just made it even harder because I found Heart Gold and Silver is going so good, so amazing, and I'm loving every moment of it. But for Wind Waker, I'm by myself half of the time, and I find it's just become harder to Let's Play the game by myself. So I got my buddy Scourgeblade to join me through the rest of the game. But I'm still finding it somewhat hard to record. Not as hard as it used to be. It's much easier now since I'm doing it with someone, and we can have more fun. There's just more going on and everything, and I'm enjoying it more because of that. But I'm struggling a bit because I really like the aspect of what I'm doing with Heart Gold and Silver and what I did with Mystery Dungeon, and in a way, ever since then, I've preferred doing stuff like that. Now, with Pokemon Stadium, I found a way to do that, which was we switch players every single battle, and every single gym, you know, one of us gets to make a team, and then the next gym it's the next person, and then the next gym it's the next person, and then we rotate back. So that made it more enjoyable. I still find there's like an aspect missing in Pokemon Stadium, but most of it's there, and I can kind of go with the flow with Pokemon Stadium. It's a lot easier, it's a lot more fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. Not as much as Heart Gold and Silver, but I'm still enjoying it a lot. and me and my friend and my brother, we had a lot of fun while doing it if you watched it. But with Wind Waker, I don't have that. I just have me playing, and then Scourgeblade is watching. The suggestion I talked about was Scourgeblade, and I think I mentioned it in one of the episodes too, and I was talking about, it was the episode when he first joined, and I was talking about we'll possibly do most of the games, if not maybe all of them. But with Wind Waker, my biggest problem is just that aspect of I'm still playing by myself. Yes, I have someone with me, but I'm not enjoying it as much still because I'm doing it by myself. I want to play it with Scourgeblade, or I want him to play it with me, and we do something like Heart Gold and Silver. And that could work if he played the GameCube version and I played the HD version, if we ever come back to it for like a 3-heart run. However, that might not work with some games. Like the Oracle games. They don't have a second version. Or even Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Yeah, they have a second version, but the trick is neither of us have a 3DS recorder or something like that. And then there are other ones like Twilight Princess and Twilight Princess HD, which are almost identical. With that one though, one person could play the GameCube version, and one person could play the Wii or Wii U version. But then there's something like Skyward Sword, which is the exact same. So I'm not sure how exactly to approach this aspect of it. What could also work is we could do something like, we could do emulators for most of the games, and then the ones without emulators we would have to figure out once that comes. And with the emulated ones, if one of us dies or something, we would switch players, so I would have to send him the save file, and he'd have to open it up and start recording. But I don't even know if his computer can take that either. I know he has a capture card, and he can record that way. But emulators don't work through that. So I have all these different thoughts and ideas, but I can't come together with something, and I want something similar to Pokemon Stadium with the Zelda games. If I could get something similar to Heart Gold and Silver with the Zelda games, that would be amazing. I would love it, because that's what I want. But unfortunately, I don't even think we can get there unless, you know, it's something like Wind Waker HD and Wind Waker. But for all the other games, I'm not sure what to do, and that's kind of what I'm asking from you guys, is do you guys have any suggestions? Can you guys think of some stuff? Can you guys, you know, help me out here, because I want something for this. This is the last thing I need to figure out that I did not figure out at the end of last year. Everything else, I figured it out, and I'm very confident in what I want to do and what I'm going to do, but I cannot figure out what to do about the Zelda games to make them playable for me and Scourgeblade. And also, Scourge is a huge Zelda fan. He's a good buddy of mine, and I'm a huge Zelda fan too, and it just fits perfectly with us. I just need help figuring out how to make this work. How do I make this work so that we can both play, so that we can both participate? That's the big question for me, for you guys, for Scourge, for everybody. That's what I need your help with. So please, if you have any thoughts, any suggestions, any ideas, even if you think it's dumb, just put it in the comments. Suggest the idea. I don't care. I will not criticize you. I just would like some ideas. I need to figure this out somehow, and I've talked to him about it for a bit, and we were trying to figure it out, but we didn't really get anywhere, so I'm coming to you guys for some help, and I really hope you guys can help me out. So let me know what you think. I'm pretty sure Scourgeblade can't run emulators on his computers because they're not that great, and especially like the ones for Ocarina or Wind Waker, like the GameCube and Nintendo 64 ones. I don't think he can run those at all. I'm not sure. Well, I don't think he can run those at all while recording. So please give me your ideas. It means a lot to me, and I just need help with that. And other than that, the only other thing I wanted to mention was my Pokemon Showdown battles. They are going to be Gen 5 mainly. I mentioned this in my Showdown battle number 20. when I started doing Gen 5 again. They're mainly going to be Gen 5, and like 5% of the time they'll be Gen 4. All the other gens, you can see them on my stream because I stream Showdown half the time, and I'll battle on any gen on my stream, but I do prefer Gen 5 and a bit of Gen 4, so it's mainly going to be Gen 5 with a hint of Gen 4 with Showdown battles, slash Wi-Fi battles, because I might get some with my cousin, with one of my friends. They might just make a team and we can Wi-Fi battle, so you might get to see those once in a while back on the video camera. That would be pretty cool. And finally, as for Broasticuff my brother edits, so sometimes it might take a bit, especially because he is in school. You know, sometimes they'll be very frequent, sometimes they might not, but we will try to keep them frequent, like a day every 2 weeks or a day every 3 weeks or something. We'll try to keep them very frequent because Broasticuffs means a lot to me and him, and it's a lot of fun and we love it, and it's amazing. Just wanted to mention that because it's been a little bit since there's been an upload for Broasticuffs. As you can see, my channel is mainly Pokemon and Zelda now. I basically decided, okay, let's go back to my roots. I want to go back to Pokemon. I started off with Pokemon for a while, and I had a lot of Pokemon going on. Even when I Let's Played something odd, I'd have some kind of Pokemon going on. Some kind of Pokemon thing, like a Wi-Fi battle or something. And I love Pokemon. I also really love Zelda. And I decided to incorporate Zelda into that and mix it together. So my channel is mainly Pokemon and Zelda now. It's going to have other stuff, like other little Let's Plays, like, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Kingdom Hearts, maybe some Dragon Ball Xenoverse stuff, just some odd stuff here and there, Sonic stuff, but it is mainly going to be Zelda and Pokemon. Those are going to be the focuses, because I just love those series. Anywho guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Please let me know if you have any ideas for my Zelda series that I mentioned. All the extra other random Let's Plays I'm going to do with my IRL friends, so I'm not too worried about those. But it's mainly the Zelda series, since I'm going to be doing that with Scourgeblade, and then the Pokemon one I have with my cousin. So the Zelda one is the only big question right now, and I really need your help. Please let me know, and thank you guys for tuning in to this update. So I'll catch you guys in another video, and I'll see you guys then.